Hi, welcome to Gentlemen of Whiskey. I'm John.
Hello.
This is Nate. And today we're going to be tasting some Speyside Scotches.
These things.
So Nate is traditionally more of a Scotch guy. He has been on record as saying Glenlivet 18 is one of his favorites.
Yes.
This is our group's March tasting, and Nate coincidentally missed it, so we thought we'd take the opportunity to do it here on camera. So these are just kind of like the base 12-year scotches from each of these companies. Quick little intro. We have the Balvenie, whatever.
The Balvenie.
It's close enough.
Okay.
12-year double wood. We have Glenfiddich, 12-year.
Glenfiddich.
Glenlivet 12, and Aberlour 12.
Yay.
So we're going to taste them. He's actually tasting them blind because I already tasted them blind with our group, and I've made kind of my assessments. And also, we are debuting these beautiful new chocolate Glens that I love, and they're going to be awesome for blinds, but we only have 4 of them.
How much were they?
They were like $48 for them.
Wow. Well, I guess we could do...
So they're like double the price of normal blends.
I guess we could do, like, if we're doing 2 bottles back to back.
Yeah, we could, yes.
You and I could beat.
Number 1.
Yeah, okay.
I am doing my best to keep Nate from seeing the color of what's in my glass, because it is distinguishable. Our light situation is not great for being able to see clearly, but obviously he can't see it all.
No baseline for what any of these scotches are color-wise, so...
It is very easy to distinguish them by color.
This
I will
is
say that.
less satisfying to swirl a black Glen.
Yep. So I did the entire tasting with our group with those Glens, so I thought it was
Everything.
a lot of fun. The only problem with them is you can't really tell where you poured.
Yeah, I believe that.
So.
This feels a little heavier than a normal glass.
I think it's roughly what's in mine. So cheers.
Cheers. Okay. It's peaty.
It's malty.
It's malty.
Nice amount of fruit, like some crisp apples.
It smells like a tart or like a baked good.
I think what I'm getting is more
I don't think you're gonna like this one
tart fruit.
because this smells like the kind of malt that you don't like.
It depends on how malty it is.
Okay, fair enough.
If it is oppressively malty, then I don't like it.
Yeah, we fight oppression aggressively
Yes.
here.
Yep.
All right, let's drink. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah.
It's not as malty on the palate. It's more leathery.
It's low proof.
Well, they're all but one 80 proof, so.
Yeah. It is leathery. It's not sweet. Its nose is a lot sweeter than it tastes.
It's very woody.
Yeah.
It has a little bit of like malt on the back end.
Malt on the back end.
Malt on the back end.
I love Scotch. Can I go on record and say that?
I think you have.
As of yet, it doesn't really matter what Scotch. I just love it.
It doesn't have a lack of a finish, but it doesn't also have a strong finish.
It doesn't have. What was the term we coined on our earlier episode? Glasgow hug?
Yeah, Glasgow
Or-
hug.
Caber toss to the sternum?
Something like that.
Neither. That doesn't have any of it. But it was good. I have no guesses as to what it is until we finish, and then I'm going to be super wrong about all of them. But I will score that after I drink the other ones.
Okay. Number 2.
Dose. Cheers. I don't need to dink your glass every time, I don't think.
But I like it.
Ooh. Very malty.
See, I don't really find this much more malty than the other one. It is. It doesn't have the
much
fruit
less
notes.
fruit. Yeah. There's nothing else.
See, I get like a little bit of caramel. This one smells sweeter. Cooked apples.
I love cooked apples. My favorite pie is apple pie. That has nothing to do with this conversation.
How American
But
of you.
I have significantly less flavor on this one than the first one.
The best tasting note I can give this is smooth.
Oh no, that's the worst tasting note you can give. This tastes like something that needs to just spend some more time in a barrel somewhere to acquire some flavor.
Which is funny because all of these are the same age. Because, I mean, they're at least 12 years old. There could be older whiskeys in the blend, but...
I have very little on the palate. A little bit of fruity citrus.
I get
Mandarin orange.
I got a little bit of tobacco off that last sip.
Okay, that's all you. I don't love this. This is the kind of scotch that I would usually, if I had it in my house, I would be giving to my friends who don't know much about whiskey.
I think when we were going through this the first time, I defined that one as, this is scotch. Like, this is a versatile, but what most people think of as scotch, like people who are going after smooth whiskey, that's what you want.
Oof. Which neither of us really gravitate towards.
Correct.
But
there are people that do prefer smooth whiskey.
I also don't know if I would give that to scotch, because scotch can be very intense flavor. Smooth whiskey I would give to it.
So I like it better than Monkey Shoulder.
I can't say anything about Monkey Shoulder. I have a bottle right behind you, very generously given to me. That's all I will say.
3?
3.
I've been given a few things that I'm like, I would not buy this normally, but as a gift, it's the best gift ever because of who gave it to me.
If this just started hailing outside.
All hail the whiskey.
Yeah. Ooh, that's better.
It is crisply appley with a little bit of caramel.
A little bit more of like the leather and like kind of woody notes.
You know what I get off this that I have not gotten off of another scotch?
Fun.
Baking spices.
Oh, well done. Whoever this is. I'm going to drink it.
All right.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Higher proof, it feels like. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not committing to anything definitely.
He's hedging his bets.
Yes. But no, that much warmer finish. Baking spices on the palate. Oak notes. Not as much malt in this. A little bit peaty.
It's still there. The malt's still there.
This is not like a heavily peated type.
This is balanced. Like,
yeah.
The first one was like apple and malt. The second one was like malt and leather. This one is like all of those things together.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely the broadest flavor palette so far.
And the best finish.
None of these have given me a Glasgow hug yet, but...
No. This one gets close to. This was like a side hug from somebody who's half Scottish.
Like the kind of hugs you give someone who you know is interested in you, but you're not interested at all.
Yeah. This is a friend zone.
Yeah, friend zone.
Scottish friend zone hug.
Friend zone Glasgow hug.
I like that one.
It's got a faint bit of like ethanol on the back of the palate. That to me is the most flavorful so far.
I don't know about flavorful, but whiskey-ish. All right. What's the last one? This one?
Yep.
Cool. This is a heavy pour, John.
How can you tell?
Because it's just heavy in my hand.
I mean, yeah, mine's a little bit heavier.
Yeah.
But...
Oh, wow. That one is very peaty, very malty.
Yeah, it's the smokiest so far.
Yeah. Not like campfire smoke, but like smoked grains.
If I did not know any better and know that these were all single malts, I would bet that this had a little bit of Isla in it.
I think I know which one this is not.
Process of elimination.
Yeah. Well, we'll see.
I'm
also historically terrible at this
taste
kind
it.
of games. All right, go for it. Ooh.
A lot of those flavors are the same. It's got fewer flavors and more flavors that I don't care for.
Yeah.
Like, it's
I can see that about you.
salty, malty, and just a little bit of like wet tobacco.
Wet tobacco. Like you said, there's nothing sweet about this.
Mm-mm.
This is very briny, very like salty. Not like salted ham, like a certain Distiller's Select that everybody says tastes like bacon.
It's Lagavulin, and it doesn't.
It doesn't.
It's true.
I don't know. I like this. I don't love this. Almost no finish to this.
Yeah. This one's much more savory.
Yeah. I would say only one of these really gave finish.
Agreed.
But that's also because the other 3, and this is, I'm guessing at this point, but I'm guessing it's because the other 3 are 80 proof. And the one that gave finish, I'm guessing, is the one that is higher. But I also don't know what the proofs are on these because I didn't actually look at the bottles before we started doing this.
So for the sake of helping you make your guesses, because that's where we're at in the video. 80 proof.
Yeah.
80 proof.
Yeah.
80 proof.
Yeah.
86 proof.
Oh, so it's not that far off.
No, it's still very close.
Okay.
Now, Nathan.
Yeah.
What do you think is what?
Oh boy.
So we'll start with
the outside
the
one?
first one, which was the outside one.
Yeah. I'm kind of between 2 on that one. I'm thinking that was either the Glenlivet or the Glenfiddich. I'm gonna say that the first one was the Glenfiddich.
Okay.
I'm gonna say the second one was the Glenlivet.
Okay.
I'm gonna say the third one was the. I gotta stay consistent with what I said, so I'm gonna say that was the Balvenie, and I'm gonna say the Aberlour was the last one.
Do you want to rate them before you find out?
Sure. I'll do this fast. Didn't love really any of these, but we'll do this one at 6.5. This one is 5.5. This one is 7. This one is 6.
Okay, so for clarity's sake, going back to what I rated these on our night, I gave this 6.5. I gave this one a 5.75.
Okay.
I gave the third one a 6.75.
Okay.
I gave the last one a 7.
Okay, so other than the last one, we were broadly similar in our rating profiles.
Correct.
Between all of them. Alright, so how wrong was I?
You were wrong on every single one.
Yes!
So this one is Glenlivet.
The first one?
First one's Glenlivet.
Okay, well, so I was like half right on that one. That was...
Glenfiddich.
So I was literally just switched between those two, okay.
Aberlour.
Okay.
And Balvenie.
Okay.
Going through it this time, I don't know if there's a little bit more air in the bottle or something else. I definitely, this time through, liked 3 slightly more than 4.
Okay.
But I think,
well, what was my comment about these two is that they tasted like young scotches that needed to spend longer in their barrels.
agreed.
And my opinion for Glenlivet then stands is that I still way prefer the older... I mean, everybody likes older scotches, but Balvenie and the Aberlour I thought were very similar in their profiles.
Yes. Which is funny to me because the Glenfiddich and the Balvenie are actually the closest in like geography. They're literally across the hill from each other. And they're owned by the same company.
Well... They are apparently trying to do 2 different things with those.
The Glenfiddich is the top-selling single malt in the world,
Yeah.
and to me, going through this tasting, I can understand why.
Yeah, it's really good.
Because
it's really
your average person is not a Scotch drinker, and so they're going to pick something that's the least offensive, and to me, that is the least offensive.
Yeah.
So,
if you're going for a 12-year Scotch...
If you like whiskey and specifically bourbon, I think coming from a bourbon background.
Balvenie.
Yeah, Balvenie or the Aberlour.
Yeah.
The Aberlour was the group favorite when we did this. It came out with the highest overall average score.
And just in general, leave Glenlivet in the barrel a little longer. Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. We love hearing from you guys. If you have any ideas for future videos, please put those in the comments below. And yeah, we'll see you next time.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah, dude, I miss the green bottle Glenlivet.
Oh yeah.
That used to be my jam.
Dude, we used to
And then when they
crush bottles
switched
of
it,
that stuff.
I hated it. This is
Yeah.
actually the first bottle I've had since 2018 when I bought the new
yeah.
bottle. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh, this is going to be so cool. It
And
wasn't.
it wasn't.
Nope.